Back in, got myself a fresh cup of tea, I'm feeling good. Also, actually, I didn't look at the report cards, did I? Really? After I did my free time events. I should probably do that, shouldn't I, ladies and gentlemen? No, we didn't talk to Diana, but we did talk now, on 2 occasions, to Jean. Began the story when he was flung overboard, given an excuse to leave right as he was near the climax. Seems to think ending his story on a cliffhanger will make me want to hear more. Unfortunately, I could care less. Jean's crewmates have to complete a rite of passage, they have to sew their own headbands, then do the test of faith. Then he demonstrated this on me. Right. Who we got next? Ulysses. Obviously, we only did the one so far with you. Works at the Patawomek River Museum as an exhibit director, which entails overseeing the creation and execution of exhibits. For a guy who's called himself forgetful, he remembered the details of his job really well. Well, maybe he's just being modest. Ingrid, where are you? There you are. Does all sorts of exercises to keep her body in shape, including weightlifting. When asked her what she could possibly be using as weights in the killing game, she said the other students had volunteered themselves, and fortunately rather, I'm too lightweight to be one of her human barbells. Cool. There we go. Right, just wanted to show that, you know, while we have the opportunity. I'm still wondering if skills are going to be a thing, though. Oh god, what am I doing? I literally just went back the way I came. Right, let's go to the dining hall and see this here tournament. Who's missing? Who decided not to show up? Okay, we've got Ava, Jet, Cassidy, well Jet and Cassidy obviously, Kai and Mark, and obviously myself. So 6 people are here. Are any more going to show up? That's the thing. I'm just making a mental note as well of who we were unable to do free time events with just a moment ago. Obviously Diana, who seemed to be hanging out outside a dorm room for unknown reasons and has been asking a lot about Ava. So just make a mental note of that. But also Ingrid and Toshiko, unless they are secretly planning on forming some sort of game team duo or something.
Top of the morning to you.
Cassidy, don't do an Irish accent, please. Bargain bin, right on time. We've almost finished setting up. The original furniture had been stacked and pushed to the walls, making room for a totally unexpected scene. They're making it more comfortable, Damon. Sofas arranged around a massive TV. An impressive-looking DJ pad flashing colourful patterns. That's why they got Mark in. Is it a massive TV? Do you mean that one over the fireplace? It doesn't look that big. Don't know if it's just this angle, though. And loudspeakers almost everywhere I looked. When Jet mentioned equipment, I imagined a handheld console, something tiny that could be won from the Gachapon. Anything but this. Impressed, are you? Where did you find this stuff? What do you think? Mark's bro cave. His dorm?
It's nothing.
Duh. The hell? Did that also include the TV?
No!
If you think that's cool, you should check out my room. It's got a whole arcade machine. What's an arcade machine to a race car, Dad? And yet, perhaps even more curious than the equipment, was her.
Hi.
Here for breakfast, Ava?
Hey, hey!
We've already had it.
Huh?
We,
Yep.
obviously, us tournament hosts. Ava helped the guys and I set everything up. For her contribution, she has been bestowed the title
Check
of
it out!
Honorary Host.
That's...
Really?
Correct.
Looked like they needed an extra pair of hands. So she was interested in the tournament after all. Wait, what's that in your hands? This? She's got like a little freaking DS or something. I won it from Gachapon in Pharmacy a couple of days ago. Some niche gaming console, I think.
Eh?
There are other consoles besides the one Cassidy has. Do you not know anything about video gaming, Damon?
Yep.
Do you even game, bruh? Sure are. I poked Tozu about it before using the Gachapon. Didn't want to gamble for something which doesn't exist. After a few days he got fed up and confirmed that multiple consoles were up for grabs.
You see?
Since I wasn't planning to take part in the tournament, I just took it with me. Playing a game on my own is more my style. So you're not participating? Why come to the tournament then?
Well,
Well, it's not easy to find other fans of Sublime Slam Sisters. You're a fan of that, are you? Even though it can be considered a cult classic, lots of people in gaming sphere will judge you if you say you like it.
so hackneyed.
Contrarians, a lot of them. They just don't want to admit the quadruple roll kick attack originated from an indie title. Yeah, an upper kangaroo punch. And the downward spiral attack. And slinker special attack. Are these two bonding? Sorry, Diana. You may have competition here. And the 7-time jump wallet. and Jackal Maneuver rule.
Damon!
Oh, that reminds me. Bargain Bin, since you're here, let me explain the rules of the tournament.
You think?
I never said I was going to play.
Really?
Then why Kai write your name on the whiteboard? Huh? Cassidy pointed to the whiteboard a little ways off from where we were standing.
The hell?
What the... A three-way bracket system had been drawn on the board with a marker. My eyes immediately darted to the leftmost bracket, where I had been slated to compete against Kai. I thought we were playing on teams, bruh. Turns out I'm going up against you. Kirsty said you had to bring a partner, so... Damn it. So that's why he was begging me to attend.
Hey.
Why can't I just be a spectator? Well, Cassidy and Jet are already matched, and John said he was going to attend, so I don't want to play against him first. This freaking guy.
Very funny.
Don't look at me like that. If you pull out now, bed privileges are over.
Ugh.
That wasn't part of the agreement. Also, don't talk about our bed situation out loud, bro. People get the wrong idea.
I got something to say.
Tongue on the collar, nervously. Well, consider this an amendment. My room, my rules. Knowing what's at stake, it's better not to argue the technicalities with him. Fine, I'll play. Alright, this'll be awesome. Since you've never played a fighting game before, I can show you the ropes. Just give me a sec to set things up.
Sick and twisted!
Wow, he just used housing to coerce you into an unfavourable position. I wonder if Kai leases out apartments as a side hustle. I'm trying to think if Cassidy's making a reference there. If she's making a dig at a particular influencer. I feel like she is, but I don't know, because I don't know enough about influencers in the real world. Kai said something yesterday about not recognising Cassidy's game, so it'll probably take him a while to set it up. What should I do while I wait? Talk. Talk to people. As we just go round the room, right? What can I actually look at here? I can look at the whiteboard and talk to everyone. I'm assuming it'll probably advance things if I talk to a certain person. There were some names on here that I hadn't paid attention to the first time. Jean's name was written down, but he hadn't been paired with anyone. Interesting. So I imagine talking to Cassidy will start this off, who knows? Look at objects first. The woman's mask bore the unmistakable nose and the horns of a giraffe. Yeah, that's no different, is it? Is it worth looking at all the strange paintings again? Probably not, but... Yeah, I think it's just the same things as before. Alright, we've read all that, that's fine. I look at the... No, I can't. Alright, let's talk to people then. Jet, what's up? Jet had wandered over to the stacks of chairs. Oh, wait, my quads are aching. Is it going to count as a workout? Sort of, right?
Yeah.
Guess he's just lost in thought. Okay. Mark? So were you? Mark was leaned over his equipment, fiddling with the various controls.
That's...
All this stuff is turned on, yeah? Shouldn't music be playing? It just gives you a sort of, really bro, kind of look. The volume's turned down on purpose, comrade. Just making sure everything works.
Seriously?
Well, you know it's working if you can't hear anything. He has headphones, bud. Can you not see those? Glaring at me from under his beanie, Mark reached for a sound dial and rotated it. On cue, the speakers on either side of us began playing music.
Huh?
Muttering something to himself, the boy returned to fiddling with the controls. Seeing this conversation was over. You pissed him off, Damon. Ava? Wait. That friggin' music. Just wait. Might do it again. The voice. Yeah. They did a remix of the that track from the Ultra Despair Girls. You know? The one where it's literally just a guy going, yeah, that one. Cool, I like it. Ava.
Where?
Ava was staring intensely at the console in her hands.
Hello?
Having fun there. Can't talk, must finish a level.
Hi.
Hey.
Seriously?
I know you can hear me, Ava.
Hey.
Ava. Don't play obtuse, I can tell you're ignoring me. I am not. Pulling suit, she immediately turned her attention back to the console. Jeez, this girl. As a solution, I not so gently tap her hand, pulling her gaze upwards.
Yeah.
What? Since when are you so passionate about video games?
Deal with it.
It's a secret talent of
You
mine.
think?
A secret talent that you don't want to exploit in a gaming competition. Unable to think of a comeback, Ava simply puffed out her cheeks and stared at me with a pout.
Where?
If I partake in conversation, will you leave me alone, you bugger? It's an eloquent way to get me to shut up.
No.
It's not that.
Eh?
Not what? Not that I want you to shut up,
Right.
Barker. so you do want to have a conversation? God, this is genuinely like a frigging conversation between two frigging tsunderes. That was easier than expected.
However,
You can't count this as a win. It's simply a coincidence. A coincidence, huh? I just happen to have something important to tell you. Something really, really, really important.
Eh?
listen to me.
It has power to disrupt the world as we know it.
That's...
Okay.
I'm talking.
Are you sure you can handle this knowledge? You don't need to give it a proverbial drum roll. Fine. I used to eat lunch in bathrooms. Was this another one of her attempts at a joke? I'm being serious. Like in the stalls. I tell you, she was bullied as a kid, probably for being a nerd. And so she just hid out in the bathrooms and played video games on a little handheld console. Is that where this is going?
Super gross.
And my only object of companionship, the only thing keeping me sane from those disgusting toilets, was a portable gaming device. Found it at thrift store, made me lunches better. You can see you like video games, Ava. I don't need a tragic backstory.
Not interested.
That's embarrassing. More embarrassing than lying about being the ultimate liar or eating lunch on toilets. Damn. Just give her the sass, why don't you?
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. I chuckled.
Seriously?
No, you didn't.
It's the truth.
Telepathically, duh. Won't chuckle out loud. What kind of powerless fool do you think I am?
Right.
Sorry. The way she was playing into the theatrics, it was sort of, in some bizarre way, endearing. Yeah, it kind of is, actually. But you never know.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll change my mind and play in tournament later. Pains me to say, but smiling is a good look on her. Is this a ship? Ava X Damon? No, we can't have that. He'll be cheating on Kai. Alright, Cassidy. Definitely can't see Kai in the kitchen, can we? No, we can't. Right, Cassidy.
Hey, hey.
You're probably going to advance things, aren't you? You look a little antsy. Afraid you're going to lose.
Right.
No, it's only a video game.
Yep.
Right. I get the vibe you're putting down. On the surface, aloof and uncaring, but secretly the thrill of the game courses through your veins.
Anyway.
I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
How did Ava know what time you were going to set up the tournament?
Okay.
Ava? She asked me about it after breakfast yesterday. Oh, I see.
Jeez.
I'm surprised she's so involved. Is it really that surprising?
Eh?
Maybe she wants to help out because she no longer has to play pretend, you know?
Yep.
That or she's just a big nerd. Play pretend. Since the title of Ultimate Liar was itself a lie, then the coldness which accompanied it could Cassidy be implying that was also a lie?
Over here.
Damn, Damon! For an Ultimate Debater, you are a bit slow on the uptake on certain things. I feel like everyone else had already worked that one out. He's watch out, Damon, you're letting your friggin' Danganronpa protagonist vibe show. Damon, your Danganronpa protagonist is hanging out. Oh no! Damon, over here! Kai waved me over to his spot in front of the TV, which now displayed a colourful level select screen. Come on, everything's set up. He handed me a second controller and patted the floor next to him. Do you know how to use a controller?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I last touched one, but I'll get the hang of it. Surprising. I was getting the vibe you were like the bookish type. Kind of refused to even touch a screen. But hey, it's good you used a controller before. That's better than nothing. Sure. What's with the glare? I'm not judging.
Anyway.
Can you just show me how to play?
Hey.
Oh, right, the game. Okay, so after I started it up, I played a few rounds to get a feel for the controls. Combos in this game get pretty complicated, which might not sound great, but the basic control mappings are actually really simple. Guy spent the next few minutes giving me a rundown of the game's controls. Picked it up faster than I expected, but still rougher than I would have liked. Once he was done, we began our practice rounds and we kept at them until the final tournament attendees arrived.
How are we feeling?
Would you look at this? Early morning merrymaking, just how I like it. G'day, mates. It's so loud in here. Can somebody turn down the music?
Not a chance.
know that, so those ears aren't ringing like a fire alarm. Can you even call it a party?
Soybean.
I mean, he can... It's fine for him, he's got a bloody helmet on. Probably deadens the noise a bit. No, you call it tinnitus, you wallaby. Speaking of music...
Hey.
Hey Mark, do you use a stage name or something? Your songs are really catchy. I don't know if it's the vibes or what, but they remind me of this guy called... Uh-oh. Don't compare him to someone. He probably doesn't want to be compared to anyone. He wants his music, even, to stand on its own 2 feet. Did I say something wrong? Oh, you also just reminded me. Before we start, Mark wants me to pass on a message to you guys. That being... This is what he said to me. As much as I don't want to be here, I've agreed to provide my services under 2 conditions. 1, I maintain full say over what music I play. Huh? And 2, no one can discuss my songs or my musical abilities in any way, shape or form.
But
I was just complimenting him. Yes, that includes compliments.
hell no!
Seriously?
Seriously?
How does that make any sense?
Nope.
We can argue about the logic later. For now, just go along with it.
Come on.
G'day, who cares about all that? Let's quit the small talk and start already.
Roger that.
You're going right to go. That's what I'm talking about. Speak for yourself, you wallaby. I'm only here because that ship captain wouldn't leave me alone.
Huh?
Oh, that's odd from what I remember. It were other way round.
Shut it.
Speaking of sundays.
Whatever.
Sheesh, 5 seconds in and they're already off on the wrong foot. Right, since Jean and Grace are together, Cassidy walked over to the whiteboard and scribbled Grace's name next to Jean's. G'day, I matched with him.
Duh.
There's a reason I wanted an even number of people. Okay, so someone's going to die during this, and I guess this is the alibi for everyone who's here. Let me explain the ground rules. They're simple. Each match is going to be the best out of 3. Take a look at this board to see who you're going to be up against. We're up first, Damon. Remember what I taught you. May the best man win.
That's pretty cool.
Good luck, Damon.
Yep.
You feel it as well, don't you? A tightness in your chest which just wants to burst out. We're on the verge of a battle, a clash for glory, honour and incessant bragging rights.
Right.
It's the long-awaited, ultra-exclusive Slam Sisters tournament! I feel like whenever you do casting, you've got to be dramatic. Oh, here we go. We've got an actual CG. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? With the roar, the tournament began.
Bro, Kai, you're a natural.
Oh, Damon, watch out!
I can't focus if you're yelling in my ear.
Now this feels like home.
You play video games?
Not so much me, but my men. Ha! During break, they'll flock like seagulls to my ship's arcade.
A personal arcade? On a ship? Man, I'm jealous.
Why do I get the feeling that there's going to be a reveal with Jean later on where he's not an actual captain of an actual ship. He's the boss of some pirate-themed friggin' entertainment attraction that also happens to be on a boat or something. Maybe he's like the entertainment manager on a cruise ship or something. I don't know. Despite the overwhelming mix of voices and music, my attention remained concentrated on the screen. If I can time this next attack right... Crap. Just when I thought I was advancing on Kai, it caught me in a trap.
Haha, too slow!
In tandem with my slip-up, the music took on a more frantic tone. Damn it, there's only one move which could save me now. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller, pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. Someone just turned off the power of the whole building, didn't they? Is this like DR2 all over again? Did someone set up 3 irons in the laundry room somewhere, and then time the air conditioners to set on at just the right moment? Huh? All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. What? Why is everything black? What's happening? Guys, can you hear me? Oh, ouch, you stepped on my foot. The panic clamour of the people around me snapped me out of my stupor. Is this a... are we in a blackout? Oh, a blackout? Right now? Don't we usually just wait for the power to return? Or was there something else before that? Crap, my school had a whole protocol for this. If we knew what to do in a normal blackout, it wouldn't help here. Inside this abnormal building where everything was sealed off, we were basically blind. Should we look for others? Others, even? How are we going to do that? I can't see 3 inches in front of me. Can't we just wait for someone to find us instead, comrade? Screw that. Somebody look for a torch already and... Arr, hold on a sec. I got an idea. Huh? If I could even register what it was he said, a light appeared in front of me. You have a light on you? Yeah, like an actual lighter or something? Hovering there, casting a very faint glow. The hologram? What the fuck? Oh, from his trinket, okay. I wondered what that was for a moment. I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like it was coming out, a light beam coming out of his freaking stomach. I was like, huh? No, it's the thing on his wrist, the hologram watch. Immediately the rest of us activated our own trinkets. With all 8 trinkets activated, we could finally see each other in the dark.
Yo!
Great idea, John!
Let's rock and roll!
Right on, you're a lifesaver. Our captain needs to keep a steady mind during inclement weather.
But
It's great we have a light source and all, but why hasn't the power returned yet? You'd think the goat guy would have done something by now.
That's...
You know what? Let me check something.
uh,
Huh? I ran over to the corner of the room and knelt beside the vent. Oh yeah, I forgot about the vent. Does it not connect to the basement down below where the generator is, where we woke up in the prologue? Bring my ear to the grate to listen for a certain noise.
I see.
The humming. It stopped. Ava, quick, come here and take a listen.
Hello.
I'm here.
Am I hearing you right?
Why do you need Ava? Do you remember when I said I woke up on an underground floor? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, why don't you mention this other girl? The hell? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, bargain bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. It's where I woke up.
Focus.
Ava was with me. The two of us woke up in a boiler room. Just happens to be on the other side of this vent. The room had a huge generator. If you press your ear up to this vent like I just did, there's no way you wouldn't hear it. For some reason, there's nothing.
I see.
I see the problem. If there's no sound, the generator must be turned off.
Eh?
Is that why a power outage happened?
hell no!
So it's kaput. How are we going to get power back now?
Well,
Well, there's one thing we could try. You gonna propose someone goes down there and turns it back on? You see, someone right now could be, you know, hightailing it out of the basement.
you see,
Apart from the boiler room, the underground floor also has 4 storage closets. Remember one of them containing something that looked a lot like a generator.
elementary, my dear.
Ah, spare generator in case the first one... I'm going northern there. A spare generator in case the first one breaks.
Thinking.
If we somehow turn it on, we might get power back. You want to go down the dark? Shouldn't we just wait for Tozu to turn the power back on?
No.
No, I have a bad feeling about this. We should turn on power as soon as possible, instead of waiting for Tozu to do it. But what if we get lost in the dark?
Take a breather.
Alright, let's just form a daisy chain with our arms. There's no way we'll lose each other then, aye?
Ooh.
Smart! Just Damon and Ava have been down there before, they can lead. Okay. Okay, so we're all going, which is, I think, a good idea. Stick together. Oh, this is where we find a body. Oh, it's coming. I tell you, something's going to happen during this gaming tournament. And like I say, I think this gaming tournament probably is going to be the thing that acts maybe as an alibi, unless that's predictable. Unless it's the sort of killing which has been engineered in a way whereby the person who is the murderer has set up some kind of trap that doesn't need them to be physically present to kill someone. And then they're using the gaming tournament as a way of hiding. To say, oh no, it couldn't have been me. I was there. And I've got, you know, several other people who can testify to that. The 8 of us linked arms and formed a chain. Once everyone was ready, we made our way out of the dining hall and down to the underground floor. Oh boy. Well, this turned into a horror all of a sudden, didn't it? In near pitch blackness, the hallway looked so much larger and longer than I remembered. Exploring the place with light had been unnerving enough, but this made all that seem like a walk in the park. It's so creepy down here. It's 4 rooms, right? Who's checking what again?
Where?
Well, since there's a group of 8, we could explore in pairs. Pairs again?
This sucks.
Okay, if that's really what we're doing. Guy shot me a nervous glance, and I knew then and there he'd made his decision. Fine. I love his little nervous laugh. Just makes me chuckle every time.
Yep.
Jet's gonna come with me.
Hello.
Huh? But I'm broski won't have.
Duh.
He can go to Jean. Them swashbuckler types love a good challenge, don't they? Arr, ye know me well. How about it, Mark? Over a little adventure?
Just ignore me.
Just make it quick, comrade.
I see.
G'day, so I'm stuck with a mathlete, am I? Maybe if we find the generator, you can use your real talent for once. Let's check out the closet on the top right down there. On the right, even down there, and get this over with.
Stupid.
Repair work and math competitions have literally zero overlap, you bugger.
Just follow me.
Come on, Jet, let's investigate the closet opposite theirs.
Oh boy.
Sure, sounds slick.
I see.
Yar, seems the closet's in the back are covered.
Are we ready?
For the two in front, Mark and I will take the left. Damon and Kai, you enter the right. Yar. Okay, everyone's splitting up. Come on, then. He's hilarious and yet pathetic at the same time. He's funny. This place sucks, man. Why do we have to be fixing stuff? Looks like a murderer's basement down here. It seemed like Kai had any intention of entering first. Whatever, I'll open the door. There's a body in here. I feel like it. Or not. Unless it's hidden. Behind all the boxes, maybe? Was that one in the very back always sort of lying at a slope? Or is there a fucking body under it? Who knows? Alright, let's search this place. Guy and I gave the closet a quick rundown. Something as large as a generator would have stood out even in the dark, but couldn't find anything of the sort.
Man.
Man, unlucky. All that work for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, like, go back outside?
I know.
I want to see what Grace and Ava are doing next door. Okay. This guy shuffled up behind me. I turned to grasp the handle of the door, and uh-oh. Is the body mounted on the back of the door? Oh. Ugh. Oh, I didn't like that. Just get a shiver down my spine. That was really well done. If you're not playing this game with headphones, you're missing out. Because that was actually really well done. Because it started in my left ear, and it moved over to my right ear. In my headset. Uh-oh, who was that?
Huh?
Was that someone we were with? Or was that someone hiding in the room at the far end? Who took their opportunity to just run by? Suddenly, frantic footsteps echoed from the hallway outside. Did someone just run past this room? Sounded a lot like it. Did another group make a discovery? Why run past us, though? This didn't sit right with me. I need to see what's going on. Come with me, Kai. Stay behind me. Kai and Damon, they need each other. There's no one here. Are the others still searching their closets? If they found something, I don't know why they'd run off without telling us first.
No.
I don't think it was one of them. I think it was someone else who was hiding down here and has just made their escape. If it was one of them, we should have heard a door opening. Yeah. For once, that's the right voice line to be making. Maybe we could peek inside one of the closets? Just to make sure, you know. Hello? Damon? Couldn't focus on anything he was saying. My attention was concentrated entirely on that place. Those footsteps sounded like they came from the boiler room. Hold on, I don't... Hey, what are you doing? His words were barely comprehensible. Couldn't hear anything, I couldn't even think. All my brain could register was the tightening in my chest. Suddenly my legs began moving forward. It's like my body was possessed, under the control of something completely ambivalent to reason. My heart was puppeting my every move. Brought me to the door, told my hand to turn the knob. Who's dead? Who's it going to be? And then I was inside. Who is it?
Dude, no!
You're stringing me along here, game. Dude, you're seriously freaking me out. This isn't okay, you know. Why do you come here? Come on, say something already. Couldn't make out anything in the dark. The boiler room seemed completely still and completely silent, just like it had been the previous time I was here. the lights are going to come back on, there's just going to be a body hanging there or something. Except, unlike last time, this silence wasn't the peaceful silence of a long abandoned place. Rather, it felt like the entire world was holding its breath. Oh, they are making this all nice and tense. I like it. Damn it! Why can't you just say something? Why can't somebody just?
Game over, man! Game over!
Why can't someone just fix this blackout? Oh, brace yourselves. The power's back. Body is probably about to be revealed. All of a sudden, light appeared. A single ray of light in the back of the room, projected by a vent on the wall. It's too dim to completely snuff out the darkness, but it was still enough. God, I can barely hear myself over the sound of that machine. Enough for me to see what was laying at my feet. Who is it? Who's dead? Oh. Uh-oh! Hello, it's Wolfgang! What did I predict for Wolfgang? I predicted him as a victim. I was right! I kind of knew he was going to die. It just felt like someone was going to off him. Wolfgang Akira lurched over the boiler room platform, completely still, completely silent. The ultimate lawyer, unmistakably dead. Our first murder victim. The VA really put their all into that one. Okay, well, we know that the rooms in this building are not soundproofed, so I imagine people will have heard that. Kai's scream rang loud and clear in my ears. What was the object he's got there with him, though? Like a fucking nail gun or something? Don't know. We'll find out in due course. I could hear everything. All the fear and anxiety from the past 5 days joined in a chorus of terror. Before I knew it, I was yelling too. No, I can't look at it! My arms, my legs, there was no weight in them anymore. Only pins and needles, pricking every inch of my skin. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? Huh. Alright, this probably is going to be a body discovery announcement. Now here's the thing. Are the rules around body discovery announcements in this fan game going to be the same as in regular Danganronpa? Because the whole thing about regular Danganronpa is, if I remember correctly, the body discovery announcement plays when at least three people have discovered a body. It doesn't play before that. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that one of those 3 people cannot be the murderer. So, that makes me curious. That makes me very curious, in fact. The footsteps we heard running away, could that have been person number 1? And if so, does that suggest they're not actually the murderer? Were they someone who was moved in here to try and frame? They saw the body, panicked and ran away and didn't know what to do? Right, I'm just going to put that out there now as a possibility.
A body has been discovered. All students must proceed to the boiler room on the underground floor immediately. Time will be allotted for all participants to investigate the murder. And afterwards, the real class trial will begin. Good luck, everybody!
Okay, so at least one of my predictions has proven accurate. I knew Wolfgang was going to be a victim. It felt like, he wasn't the sort of character who would commit a murder. He just seemed very insistent that wouldn't be the case. You know, very much trying to hold the group together. I'm surprised, though, that he's the first victim, though. I will say that. I don't know. Because the whole shebang was, or it felt like, he was going to be very much set up as the antagonist to Damon's protag. But I guess the development team were thinking, oh no, we're going to subvert that. So that makes me curious. Because obviously these games, the official Danganronpa ones, and typically also the fan games, there is typically always someone in the group who's kind of like the antagonist. Not the actual mastermind, but who sort of plays kind of like a disruptor role. Kind of opposed in many ways to the protag. So obviously, you know, in Trigger Happy Havoc it was Togami. Then in DR2 it was Nagato. Obviously V3 had Kokichi. So if it's not going to be Wolfgang who fills that role, who will it be? That's what I'm curious about. I wonder if Wenona might potentially play that role. Maybe. Unless that's a bit too predictable. I'm not sure. Alright, let's keep going. The real class trial?
Oh, shit!
This can't be for real. There's no way. There's no way! With a wail, Kai booked it out of the room. I knew it was inevitable. I knew we'd chosen this path when we started denying the reality of the killing game. Oh boy, deadly life, about to begin. Seeing Wolfgang displayed the way he was. This is an interesting shot though. What can we actually make out here? So, he's sort of slumped over the stairs. There's blood sort of on his hair. Does he have like a head injury maybe? So what is that thing lying on the floor? Actually, it looks more like a stun gun or something. Is that what it is? I mean, they did say about Desmond potentially having weapons. Now, obviously a stun gun wouldn't necessarily kill you. And stun gun obviously doesn't explain the head wound. So, did Wolfgang try and defend himself? Had Wolfgang got his hands on the stun gun? Also, looking at the generator, the sort of like switches and controls back there, they look bloodstained. I don't know if that's... Actually no, because that's red, but the actual bloodstain is using the classical... the bloodstain on his head is actually using the classical Danganronpa trope of pinkish blood. Oh, maybe that's nothing then, I don't know. Looking at the pipes over there as well, does it look like they have handprints on them? Did Wolfgang maybe come down here in the dark, do you think? Sorry, my chair just creaked. I don't know. Did Wolfgang come down here in the dark? Feel his way along? Like using the pipes to get to the generator? And was he like trying to restore the power? And he had this stun gun with him for protection, but someone ambushed him? Sorry, I know. I'm just hypothesizing. Generally, I think people watching these kind of things, you know, they like to see people hypothesize as they go along. His face contorted into a look of terror. Made everyone's naivety all the more worse. I could probably just say all the worse. And what did this mean for his blackmail? Like father, like son, beneath a sheepskin hides a wolfish mind. I'll never know what that blackmail meant. Oh no, I'm sure you'll find out. I'm sure you'll find out in the class trial. Or after it. I'm sure it'll come out. Maybe if I just bit the bullet and confronted Wolfgang about it. Damon? Are you okay? I heard the announcement and... Is that Wolfgang? The tournament attendees burst through the door, tailed by a stumbling Kai. Hey, I really don't want to believe it.
Yeah!
Why the heck would I lie? Are we 100% sure he's dead? Won't see any wounds, maybe still breathing.
Good morning.
Oh no, he's very much dead. Interesting that you say you don't see any wounds. So what's the stain on his hair then?
Son of a bitch!
G'day you! This has got to be an accident, right?
Why the long face?
Why do you ask? Well, if the death wasn't intentional, it could be treated like manslaughter or something. And not need a trial.
Rubbish.
Intentional or not, the killer's hands are still dirty with blood, no? As far as I'm concerned, murder is murder, be it third-degree murder, manslaughter, or anything in between. Besides, if Wolfgang's death was indeed an accident, and the killer bore no ill intent, don't you find it rather strange they haven't come forward and confessed? Then tell us... Tell us who did this.
Who? Me?
Me? Tell you the killer? Where's the fun in a mystery you already know the answer to? I'll keep my lips sealed, thank you very much.
Hold on.
So it's definitely killer. You're here as well. Oh, you've all just shown up, have you?
Moving on.
Ah, downstairs already? Aren't you a quick-footed bunch?
This is...
Oh, guy, holy shit!
Nonsense!
Cacophony of wails filled my ears, hailing the arrival of the remaining students. It was almost instantaneous how quickly the colour drained from everyone's faces. They'd entered the room completely bright red, having clearly made a desperate sprint to the boiler room, but now they looked as lifeless as the man laying in front of them. What happened here? Did Damon and me, we just found him like this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a sight to behold, I'm sure. Your beloved classmate, who was once so lively, now splayed dead in front of you.
Well done.
To think I didn't even have to lift a finger after the blackmail. What are the odds? How could you?
Who? Me?
How could I? You tickle me, Eloise. You must remember, this is a killing game between students. Unless the rules state otherwise, a student can only be murdered by another student.
Blood is rushing.
The undeniable truth is that one of you killed Wolfgang. One of you killed Wolfgang. That's right. A person we've been living with, who I've spoken to before. That person is in this room right now, staring at their own crime scene. So we're going to completely disregard the fact you showed each of us another person's blackmail? I was simply pushing you all in the right direction. Do not take it personally. So, is everyone going to initially suspect Damon? Since I have Wolfgang's blackmail? They probably are, right? So I'm probably going to be the first person who needs to be cleared. But Wolfgang, it was so nice to everyone. Why would someone do this? Sorry, I kind of cut off a line then. Well, if it is of any consolation, I have a gift prepared. The Tozu file? Is that what it is? A gift?
Hot twist.
Behold! Oh, the Tozu tablet. You got a fancy name for it. Okay. The second Tozu tablet, to be more precise. You're even naming the tablet after yourself? It's always been called this. You just didn't know until now.
Moving on.
Anyway, I trust you all remember how this tablet operates, yes? If not, allow me to briefly run you through it again. I feel like he was addressing the audience for a moment there. This tablet contains a summary of the crime scene. Certain special details, like the victim's time of death, have been oh so thoughtfully provided for you. You know, I'm wondering something. The fact that they said there's no visible injuries on Wolfgang's body, and yet there's blood on in his hair, I was still wondering for a moment if maybe he's been electrocuted. Well, these are possibilities. We don't know yet. We haven't yet started the investigation properly. I'll throw the suggestions out there, and we'll see if anything fits as we acquire evidence. Certain special details like the victim's time of death have been oh so thoughtfully provided for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, take a look. What do we got? The victim is Wolfgang Akire, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He's kneeling in the water, and his upper body is slumped up. Oh, wait a minute. Of course, it's flooded, isn't it? Oh. Ah. Okay, I have an idea for what may have transpired. So, killer comes down here, switches off the power, but... Well, okay, right. This is predicated on the idea of it being 3 people have to discover a body in order for a body discovery announcement to happen, and one of those 3 cannot be the murderer. Obviously, if this is not the case in this game, then things may change a bit, but the murderer brought someone down here who they knocked out. They then stood with that person on the middle platform above the water, and they had the stun gun with them. They started the blackout. Wolfgang comes down, feels his way along the wall towards the Jenny, hence the handprints on the pipes, assuming they are handprints. And possibly all the killer then needs to do is get the stun gun and fire into the water to create, I don't know, an electrical discharge that maybe just full-on electrocutes Wolfgang, and his body then falls over, or maybe like flails around for a bit. I mean, he might not even die immediately from that. But he flails around, then lands basically in that position, and maybe like hits his head on something as he's doing it, hence the slight amount of blood, because there's not a lot of blood. That. It's like a small gash. Kneeling in the water, upper body slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m.
No.
This is different from the first tablet we got. No, I'm quite confident you're holding the same brand of tablet. Look, the shape and size are identical. I mean, why is there information missing from this tablet? The cause of death. When we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere.
Rubbish.
Of course. Saying otherwise would make things too easy. I've just realised as well. On our regular tablet, the gap between map and presence, that's going to be truth bullets, isn't it? Of course it is. God dang. There's me being dopey in an earlier episode.
No.
Come again? You see, the tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotters have equal chance of success. So usually in Default Danganronpa, if there's certain details that the Monokuma file withholds, that's usually because they're pretty dang important. And so it's like, you've got to uncover this in the trial because this could point to who the killer is. Okay, so if we can ascertain his cause of death, I'm assuming that is important because it points us to a suspect. What does that mean?
Moving on.
Nope, that's all you're getting from me. Tally-ho!
No.
Hey, wait. Damn it, he's already out of here. How nimble was this guy?
Why?
Mate, what too easy? Solving Wolfgang's death?
This looks bad.
No way, is he saying the cause of death is part of the mystery? Fuck this, who cares?
You're crazy!
I'm not investigating shit. Keep me out of this.
Don't look at me.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep looking at him.
No, just no.
You have to be insane to think I'm touching a dead body. One by one, multiple students made their way to the door. It was then that she finally spoke. I guess Ava?
No.
Yeah, thought so. Stop. Although she didn't yell, there was an overwhelming intensity to her voice. The same kind that caught everyone's attention back in the trial room. Immediately the runaways froze.
Yeah!
What do you want? You all remember rules, don't you? If we don't solve Wolfgang's murder and uncover the killer,
Can't you see?
then we're gonna die. Our feelings don't matter in Killing Game, they never did. All that matters right now is finding truth.
Don't test me.
Rich coming from you wallaby.
Bad news.
Maybe it is, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. If we accuse an innocent person, everyone except the killer will be executed, Yar. That's what Torzu said, and that's what it's reiterated by our watchers.
It is how it is.
Whether we like it or not, those are the rules. If it's the difference between life or death, darlings, there's nothing much else we can do. But I don't want to look at him. Investigating a crime scene don't mean investigating just body. Standard procedure in homicide investigations to try and pinpoint victims' movements before the death.
Thinking.
That means searching places they've been to, people they've spoken to. In Wolfgang's case, his dorm room might be an area of interest.
Yeah,
Okay, since the dorms don't have locks, there's nothing stopping anyone from entering.
Oh boy.
When you put it like that. Hey, broski, want to explore the dorm? Sure, comrade. If you guys are going, then I'll come with. Yeah, it's a fair point. Probably want people moving in groups here, so no one can sabotage evidence if they're on their own. Yes, same for me. The way Ava spoke with such precision and such calmness. It's the same way she spoke when we discovered the dummy.
Hold your horses.
Hold up. Ulysses won't be going anywhere. What?
Aye.
Notebook you're carrying. Whatever evidence we find down here, I want you recording it. He's thinking I told you the notebook would come in handy. I say that as though, you know, I'm the one to have thought that. Pretty much everyone playing this and watching it will have thought that. Oh, it does. Might discover something huge upstairs. Yar, the area where the body deserves the most attention. Once we've exhausted our options here, then we'll head up there.
Moving on.
Obviously, I'll remain here. You should too, Damon. Right. My mind was still reeling from the shock of discovering the body, and the lump in my throat still wouldn't go away. But Wolfgang really was dead, and I had to find out why.
I don't understand.
It's just so hard to believe. Could one of our friends really be a murderer? Friends. She said it like that blind optimism isn't what the killer most likely exploited. After all, how can you expect anyone if you trust everyone? It's an environment perfect for deceit, an environment perfect for murder, and worst of all, an environment we've created. It's investigation time. It is. What's our investigation theme? Warm body. Starting off quiet. Okay, well, looking at time, we're recording for a decent amount of time there, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen? So, I'm thinking, is this a good place to wrap up? And we save the investigation for the next part. Because the thing is, it's basically just gone 9:15 in the evening here. And I feel like if I get into an investigation now, I could end up recording for quite a while. Obviously, I don't want to be disturbing the neighbours and all that, potentially. So, you know what? Let's wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, now we're really hotting up. It's getting interesting. So, Wolfgang Akire, the ultimate lawyer, he is our first victim. So, one of my predictions has come true. He was going to die. I just didn't expect him to die this soon. But then again, I should have, because, you know, Danganronpa games and fangams usually like to subvert your expectations and all that. They like to get you thinking one thing and then suddenly, wham! Actually, no. Turns out something else was the case. Alright, yeah, so my social media links, Propagandist channel link, etc, down in the video description for anyone interested in those. And if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated, but join me next time, where we will start this investigation, the first investigation of Project Eden's Garden. Join me then, and I hope you are looking forward to it, as I am. Goodbye, everybody. Alright, that's good. Oh, wow, now we're moving quick. Now we're cooking with gas, aren't we? Oh my god, what was that over there? There's something fucking moving up at that angle. There's another fucking pretty vole, apparently. He's somewhere around here. Oh god, what the hell are you? I can destroy you, that's the good news. And if I can do that, because I fucking want you dead, you shouldn't exist, you motherfucker. Yeah. Well, very soon, Crazy Red will have committed genocide in this world. I think, you know, it's probably the right thing to do. Oh my god, what the hell are you lot down there? Are you the pretty voles? Oh, Jesus. Oh god, what did I walk in on? Some sort of weird vole party? Vole orgy? No, I fell into a prison of some sort. Oh god, you're not dead. Oh well, we can destroy part of the prison, that's the good news.